head straight to the big CNBC TV 18 news break in the Tata Sons Mistry saga. Seems like the last straw in the relationship was the Welspun Renewables Deal. In fact, Ratan Tata reportedly raised concerns over why Mistry did not seek the approval of the Tata Sons Board before sealing their 9,300 crore rupee deal. And of course, this was one of the largest acquisitions that the group had made during Mistry's time. Arun Giri is here with exclusive details. Arun, this seems to have been the tipping point in a way.
Absolutely. For the last 96 hours, we've been saying that there was a particular deal about which Mr. Tata and some of the Tata Sons Board members learnt through the newspapers. Now we know which one was it. It was Tata Power's acquisition of Welspun Renewables Energy, announced in June, and Mr. Ratan Tata communicated to some of the Tata Sons Board members towards the end of June, raising serious concerns about the way the deal had been handled, specifically three aspects. A, the non-communication to the Tata Sons Board about the deal, the fact that they learnt about the deal through the newspapers, including Mr. Tata himself. Number two, the fact that no discussion happened about this deal at the board level. And number three, no approval was sought from the Tata Sons Board for this deal. And according to Mr. Tata's communication, this constituted a breach of undertaking by Tata Sons with its principal shareholder. In this case, the principal shareholder, of course, is the Tata Trust. And based on the limited information that was available to the Tata Sons Board, to the Tata Trust, Mr. Tata felt that the Tata Sons as well as Tata Trust would not be in a position to determine if this acquisition through a subsidiary would be in the best interest of Tata Power or its shareholders. He also felt that it is not possible to determine and consider if Tata Power could finance this acquisition within the company. The structure of this deal is quite important. That gave concerns, or that raised concerns, not only with Mr. Tata, but among some people in the Tata Sons Board or the Tata Trust as well. Specifically, in the case of Welspun, there were 15 renewables energy, there were 15 operating companies. These companies were owned by Welspun Renewables, which in turn was acquired by Tata Power Renewables. That in turn was owned by Tata Power, and of course in which Tata Sons had a dominant, a significant stake. And in Tata Sons, everyone knows that Tata Trust is a dominant shareholder, 66% shareholder. Therefore, the concern among the Tata Trusts were whether the dividend flow upwards would be optimum with so many layers. When Mr. Tata raised the communication issues with Mr. Mistry, Mr. Mistry is reported to have told him that insider trading regulations prevented him from communicating this to Mr. Tata or the Tata Sons Board before the date and time he did. That of course did not go down well with Mr. Tata. He did not think that was the case. But when you talk to Tata sources, and no one will confirm this story on record, but when you talk to Tata sources, they are saying that look at this deal, that several weeks after the deal was done, sealed, signed, or at least the term sheet was signed, this was communicated to Mr. Tata and the Tata Sons Board. How was Mr. Mistry a lame duck chairman then? That's the question they are asking, that he in fact had a complete free hand, which is what they had put out in their press statement yesterday.
All right, Arun, we'll leave it at that. That really was the tipping point, and that's what we have picked up from